everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Slot man moves right. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Play clock winding down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. In their game against San Fran last week, Ezekiel Elliott up over 100 yards, 147, actually led all runners in the NFL on Sunday.
His 2nd consecutive 100-yard game, and if he's going to continue to stack games like that together, Dallas is going to be tough to deal with because when he sets the tone, he sets the tempo running it, everything else plays off of it very well. Hey, Des Bryant had a big game out wide catching the ball. No small part because of Ezekiel Elliott setting it up in the run game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott forced out to his left. He completes it to Bryant. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking downfield for Dick. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He's to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point coming now for Nugent. gets right through, and we are now tied at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Ryan on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Third and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, Ryan. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he's brought down after a good gain. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Hey, watch the
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Prescott to throw it. He completes it to Bryant. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And he'll bang that one through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Coleman, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Back to throw. He's got a man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Chargers going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw is RG3. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. In motion right, Garcon. Third and long. It's Griffin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week, you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Sliding out of the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, Rivers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Nifty move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the 1st quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Rivers to throw it. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Yep.
And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he works free. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Brandon Oliver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 58 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On second down, Griffin. It's caught outright by Graham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Play action now. Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Benjamin, 79 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, little 360. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now here's a carry heading left. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. Throw. Right. Under.
To throw on second down. Griffin. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Carlos Hyde in the game. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Griffin. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terrell Pryor. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more after this. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And now running right through it. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third down, Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Rivers now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Halfback sent in motion. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. A spin. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Griffin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. He shakes him off. Now he's forced down left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, Griffin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald Hodges coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. In motion is the tight end, Graham. On 3rd down, Griffin. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hurry up! Check 50. All right, here we go. Round 80. On now, look at 50 today. Ready.
Rivers now on second down. Benjamin's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets around him. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second down, Rivers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Let's go.
Throwing, Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Niners on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And some room to roam now. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Second down following the run. They run it again with Hyde. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
On second down, Hyde takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on 3rd down. Griffin dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Again, it's Hyde. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now RG3. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Rivers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has...